Reminders to our midweek technical analysis video. So jumping straight into things here from the start of the week, which is roughly around, so it's this candlestick here. As you can see, price has been pretty bullish since the start of the week, since market open, and as you can see, we have ended up touching a high of this area here. Let me make that a little bit clearer right there. So as you can see, we have actually ended up testing this high of around 3,390. Price has then come back down after breaking structure through this point of interest and is now what looks to be testing this area as a support. So what does this mean for gold, and what could it mean for gold for the rest of the week and in the future? If we go ahead and go down to our minute 15 level, you will see that we sort of have a middle reversal point, and what we are seeing right now is some consolidation. So we're seeing price sort of moving sideways, indicated by this block here. So let's go ahead and mark in some temporary levels for us to maybe take into account. And what we'll go ahead and do is we'll just make these the same color as they always are, and like this and like that. So as you can see, we have a sort of top side resistance at around 3,370 and a bottom side support of around 3,340. And our middle reversal point being around 3,355. So there's going to be a couple indications for a couple different moves here. What we're looking for is how price reacts with this middle reversal point. If we see price pull out of this level and break past this level with a significant break of structure, nothing like this, as you can see, price ended up coming above the level and then dropping straight back through. If we see a considerable break of structure here, we're looking for our next level, which will be that top side resistance of around 3,370. If price ends up testing this level as a resistance, we are most likely going to see price continue to consolidate between these areas, like so. And another possible scenario that we could see is if price ends up breaking structure of this top side resistance of around 3,370, we're looking for our next point of interest in which price recently tested. So just so you can know what I'm talking about, so this level here, we'll expect price to come sort of the same sort of area as right there. For a bearish move, what we're going to be expecting is the same sort of thing. So we're focusing on this middle reversal point of around 3,355, and if we see price break through the bottom side of this level, most likely going to be looking at our level of around 3,335 to hold price up. If price holds up at this level, it's obvious what we're going to see. It's going to be the same situation, however, just in a bearish format, with price then coming to this level. If we see price successfully test at this level as a support, we most likely will see price come back into this sort of range and continue to test and consolidate, move sideways until we see a significant break of structure of one of our higher time frame key levels. However, again, just like the bullish move, there is also a bearish flip opportunity or scenario or possibility, if you will, that we could see take place. And for that to take place, we would need this level of around 3,335 to be broken through, and price then to continue with our next point of interest being 100 pips lower at 3,325. So as of right now, that's sort of what we're looking for within the market. So in conclusion, price is moving sideways. Price is moving sideways, and we have a top side resistance of around 3,370 and a bottom side support of around 3,335 and a middle sort of reversal point at around 3,355. For a bearish scenario to take place, we're looking for price to push over and above this middle point of reversal of around 3,355, push into that top side resistance. And the same thing for a bearish scenario, if we see price fail at this level and end up testing this level as a resistance, which right now it looks to be doing that, then we're looking for our next level, which is that bottom side support at around 3,355. Again, if we see price break the either top side or bottom side, the top side resistance or the bottom side support, a bearish continuation if the bottom side support is broken through, and a bullish continuation if the top side resistance is broken through. So with that being said, I know this midweek is a short and sweet one, but we like to keep these nice and tight. There's no point talking about things for the sake of it. We want to compact all of this information, talk about what we need to talk about, and leave the things out that aren't important to us as of right now. One thing I will say is, if you go ahead and have a look at 3 p.m. GMT today, we have an ISM Services PMI, and high impacting news event for the dollar. It's not that serious of a news event in terms of, like, in comparison to NFP. However, it will most likely still affect the market, especially gold, as it is a volatile pair. So stay tuned for that. That will be dropping in around 18 minutes. So make sure you are managing your positions whilst trading within or throughout that economic news event. So again, that's going to be our midweek technical analysis video. I hope you have all enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.